Hello, everyone. My name is Troy, and welcome to Troymatic Gaming. This is my first YouTube video, my first attempt at a creating a YouTube channel. So it's not gonna be perfect, and I have to learn how to edit and stuff like that. But this is basically a brief introduction to with me and my channel, and I'm just gonna go over my history with Armored Core, how I got started, and I really want to start my channel off with Armored Core 6, but I was just showing this the gameplay also with Armored Core Another Age because that is the first Armored Core game that I ever played and started with, and once I cover this, then I'm gonna move on into Armored Core 6 tomorrow if it releases tomorrow. That's what it says so far, but it may be Friday, but we will see. But yeah, I would consider myself a Armored Core veteran, and yeah, so I guess let's start. Um, so I started gaming basically in like 1995, as far as I remember, in the 90s, of course, and I've been gaming ever since then. But my first Armored Core game was in I think 2003, whenever this game came out, I think. And funny story is that I grew up playing with Legos and Hot Wheels and stuff like that. So I was an builder at heart. I like building things. I'm not an engineer though, but I like building things and I like action. Right. So and played previous mini games before this, before Armored Core. And but when I saw it, I was a kid, and I'm out with my family in Toys R Us, for the holidays and stuff like that. And I go to the game section in Toys R Us, and I see Armored Core, just like this at the menu screen, the build screen, the garage, and I'm like, oh snap, it's a robot game. That caught my eye right away. It was, and then I saw a kid playing it, and then he took the mech and he was fighting with it after he after he customized it. So I was like, oh my god, what is this game? I have to get this game. I never seen nothing like that. You know, let alone I don't think I played a mech game until then, and just with that much freedom to do things, build and then fight, that was like perfect combination for me. So I was on that demo when that kid finished. I waited and waited, and I was on there for at least an hour. And my family is like, Troy, did you want to go look at the bikes and stuff? And did you want to look at the other game? I was just too focused on this demo. I was there, and the guy working there was like, "Yeah, it seems like you need to get this game, man." I was like, yeah, this is I've never seen nothing like this." And I was like, what, like I want to say 12, 13 years old, right? So I I got the game, and my parents got it for me, and it put me through the ringer, man, because like
Main
I
system. Engaging test log.
I had never played a game as difficult as that, not at all. And that's what caused me to become a
Code
veteran,
instruction
because
verified.
it took me about two
Terminating
years
test
to
log.
fully complete the game, because I would play and play and then get to about 80-70% game completion. It would be like what, like 10 12 missions left, but I would be fighting the massive MTs, the big giant robots and stuff, and not know how to complete that, deal with that. And as a kid, it's like I was not the best at building my AC, but I knew how to pilot it decently, right? And I had to finally step up my game with building and looking at the stats and details of the mech, before I could really get past that 80%, game completion. And so I would play, get to that same spot I couldn't get past with those few missions, and
Main system. Engage in combat
wait a
mode.
few months, come back, try it again, and then I think it
Your
took me about
target is a
4
small squad of
months
MTs.
one time, and it just clicked. You
Make
know,
sure they're all
I was
destroyed.
reading through the stats, learning what they do. I trial and error. I spent countless times in the AC test thing, and it just clicked. You know, and my first initial builds was heavy bipedal leg builds. And I learned that I need to focus more on speed and attack than defense.
Mission objective
And
achieved.
yeah,
System
just like
switch
how I'm
to normal
playing
mode.
now, is when I first started playing, I'm having the biggest, fattest legs, and I'm doing damage, but I'm also taking damage. So once you get to later parts of the game, you need to be able to fight and without taking so much damage, and actually kill targets and stuff like that. And then also do it in a way that's not costing you too much money. So I found out the energy weapons did not have an ammo cost, and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, I'm getting it. And before you know it, man, like I really got through it and beat the game. Then I was like, whoa, it's a bonus missions, And by me being this being the first Armored Core game, I didn't know about those extra bosses. Well, that's a hard mission right there. That's a difficult mission. I probably could do it, but nah, that's a very difficult mission. And I haven't played in a while. But yeah, I got through the game, got beat I forgot his name, Stinger, and the Project Phantasma version, and the 9-boss Seraph. And he killed me quite a few times before I figured out how to get
Let me
past
see
him.
just what kind of skill an
And
Earth
yeah, so
Raven
that's just
has.
Armored Core 2, right?
Main
And after
system.
that,
Engage in combat
played
mode.
pretty much all the other Armored Core games afterwards. The only one I didn't play was Armored Core 5 Birthday, because I did not like the style of multiplayer that it had. And it was a game called Chrome Hounds that they took the multiplayer idea from. It was another FromSoft game, and it
Mission
did
objective
that.
achieved.
I love Chrome
System
Hounds.
switched
It
to
was
normal
another
mode.
awesome mech game, and they took the concept from Chrome Hounds for the multiplayer and put it into Armored Core 5, and I just felt like it was okay. With my favorite, and Chrome Hounds did it better, and so they did it again with the sequel of Armored Core 5 Verdict Day. And it came out on the last gen consoles, and the new consoles had come out, and I'm like, I don't really want to play on the old gen. I want to move up to the new gen, and so I skipped it, and I was kind of upset about it. I'm like, why would they do that? Why would they do that? So I skipped it, and I seen the gameplay, and it looked just like Armored Core 5. So I was like, yeah, I'll bypass that. And so yeah, but I played all of them, and I had to go back and play Armored Core 1 and 2 from the PlayStation era, because I just didn't know about those games until then, right? So I have to go back and play those. And Armored Core 2, I actually borrowed that game from a friend in school, in high school, because I found out he played Armored Core also. So he let me borrow his Armored Core 2, and I let him borrow my Armored Core Another Age game, and I beat Armored Core 2. And I found out that you could get Human Plus from Armored Core 2 and take that save file and import it to Armored Core 2 Another Age. So remember, Armored Core 2 Another Age was my first one, so I played it without the advantage of Human
Enemy
Plus.
AC detected.
So it was pretty
Take it
difficult.
out.
So I did all that without Human Plus, and now I'm playing in this sphere. I'm playing this, but I have Human Plus, so it's just a breeze now. But even then, if you don't know how to play Armored Core, it's a tough time to learn it. And so that's my history there. Now, as far as where this game channel is going, like I said, I'm gonna start it with Armored Core 6, and I see a lot of YouTubers that play these games, and they don't really show off like how you play it, how you're supposed to play the game. Like it's a way to play it properly
Destruction of enemy
without
and
just
super
getting
friends.
wrecked and almost dying every mission.
Mission objective achieved.
Like
System
what I'm
switched
doing
to
here.
normal mode.
And I could even do better if I wasn't commentating and talking. But I'm looking at people play the new game, and yeah, they're new, and even the veterans that say they're veterans, it's like they're getting wrecked. I'm pretty sure you can play Armored Core 6 without using all the restore kits and stuff like that. I know they have the ranking system back on there again. All my Armored Core games, I would S rank the missions, and usually have to do with not taking damage and not having a high build, and beating the mission without much damage and stuff like that. Right, so that's just one of those things. It's like I feel like I can do it better than a lot of YouTubers, man. Like the gameplay part of it, and maybe I could do like walkthroughs like that, and that's where my channel is leaning. And starting with Armored Core 6 again, just playing level by level, maybe a few levels per video, and you get to see like how you're really supposed to play the game. As far as strategy and not taking so much damage and stuff like that. Knowing how to dodge stuff. And I'll try to focus on that. Because I see a lot of YouTubers that they talk, but they're just doing terrible at the game, man. And it's like, I can do better. You can beat this guy without losing much HP, but you could beat him with like 7,000 AP left.
System switched to normal mode.
And I'm just booting up this game because because Armored Core 6 isn't out yet, but when it comes out, I'll be playing that, and you guys will get to see, a veteran play Armored Core 6. And so that pretty much concludes this introduction, and hopefully you guys like and subscribe, and please comment, leave your remarks, and find those secret hidden parts in Armored Core 6. If you guys know something, please let me know. But as far as just getting through the level without losing a ton of money and poor performance, I'll do that pretty well. Like I'll be pretty solid in my gameplay like that. So thanks for listening in and giving my channel a chance. Appreciate it, and thank you.